Hey guys, and welcome to Pinnacle Parkour Academy's course rules for Princeton, New Jersey. Our first obstacle is going to be the Tarzan swing. You'll be starting on top of the purple box, getting your boop, 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 beep. On that fourth beep, you will be able to go swinging to the black box. You may swing as many times as you want. However, once you touch that box, that'll be completing the obstacle. Even if you fall, you still completed that obstacle, but you have failed the course. You will move from the black box to the blue wedge onto obstacle number 2, Run Around Sue. The ground is lava. You must stay on top of all platforms the entire way without putting your hands above the yellow or within the holes, which will be taped off as well. This is mostly a leg obstacle. Remember to keep moving and do not touch the yellow at any point. Alright, obstacle 3 is the Domino Hop. You're moving across the tops of the dominoes, making it to the platform, never touching the ground. You completed the obstacle when you touch the wall. Now, when you're going across the obstacles, as long as you do not touch the red, you are still good. However, if at any point you do touch that red, that would be considered disqualified. Moving on to obstacle 4, just keep swinging. You're going to use the rope if you so choose to get up and over the wall. You may use just the wall, and you can use hands, feet, whatever you want. To get to the rope has a big knot on it. You may use hands, feet, whatever you want on the rope to make your way to the foam pit deck. You'll be climbing up the right-hand side of it. You may use any of the bars on the wall. However, you may not use any wall that is taped yellow.
Yes.
Seen here, you can use any handles, making your way up and to the right, getting on top of the foam pit deck. Now on this obstacle, you may re-swing as many times as you like from anywhere on the bars. However, you may not touch the ground at any point. As long as you don't touch the ground, you may keep trying.
Go ahead.
Now on to what I'm sure is everyone's favorite obstacle, the hurdle swim. You'll make your way down, jumping over top of the yellow bar from any point, coming underneath the bar, swimming out of the foam pit onto the brown pads, never crossing the yellow barriers. You will exit down the same way that you came up this obstacle. You have completed this obstacle once you touch the horizontal bars, as shown here. You may use any and all of the bars you like. You may not cross that yellow tape or use it at any point. You may not go and use those handholds either.
Go ahead.
Now there is a big blue safety mat on the back that you can bounce into to keep you from falling off. However, your feet are not allowed on it. When climbing out, notice here Kim's left hand goes over the yellow. That would be disqualified. Make sure you stay in the foam pit until you reach that brown ledge. Noticing here, even at the corner, it would still be disqualified. When going into the pit or going under it, do not knock the bar. It is made of PVC and foam noodle. It's soft, but we still don't want to smash it, and you would be disqualified. Now we've made it to obstacle 6, the spider turn. Coming from any of the bars you like, you will enter the spider. Again, never crossing those yellow barriers on top. You can make your way around the corner using hands, elbows, feet, whatever you like, as long as you do not go past those yellow barriers, using those ledges in any way. Once you have made it to the end, you have completed this obstacle once you have grabbed that black bar there. Note of safety, when you're coming off the black bar, do not hit your knee on the corner of the blue wall. When going through the spider, again, do not pass those yellow barriers. That would be disqualified at any point. Using any part of those yellow ledges is bad. Yellow is bad. Obstacle 7, on the edge. You're going to traverse your way across the wall, never using your hands on anything yellow. You may use the silver bar to get to that gray platform. You have completed the obstacle once you touch that gray platform. Again, anything yellow is off limits on the wall and that bar as well. Note of safety, when going to the landing platform, be cautious not to spin backwards and release backwards onto the hard wooden corner. That is bad. Obstacle 8, swing under. You'll be making your way across the bars from that gray platform, never touching the ground. When you get to the purple box, you will go underneath your last bar, over top the purple box, and using the bars, make your way down to balance test. Again, you may never touch the ground or those yellow strips next to the bar. Shown here, landing on the yellow platforms will be a disqualification. Any incidental contact on this course will be disqualified as well. Notice Kim's foot as she catches the second bar, hits the ground, that would be disqualified. We now come to the balance test. You must traverse across the bars using only your feet up to the gray box. You may use your hands on that gray box, but you may not use your hands on any yellow taped object. Making your way through, including those yellow footy platforms at the bottom.
Go ahead.
We will do our best to pad this corner, but be careful. Do not rush this dismount. It is still a corner. This brings us to obstacle 10, the fire escape. You're going to climb up and through the window using any of those ledges you would like. Through the window, lowering yourself down to those purple ledges. You may not use hands on the black bar whatsoever. You may use your feet, your butt, but no hands. Going from the purple ledge, you're going to sneak underneath. Feet can be used anywhere on the walls as you like. To the blue or purple ledges, making your way across to the warp wall. You may use that silver bar as well. You may also use the top and the sides of the warp wall. You have completed this obstacle when you have landed on the front of the warp wall with 2 feet. So that would happen right there. Coming down, be careful not to go past the yellow tape. Now, as we're making our way through the window, you are not allowed to use your hand on that bar like so. However, I want you to be very careful because it is a bar high up in the air. You don't want to slip and fall. Ah, I fell. First off, I apologize. I will make an addendum to this video. However, we did not film the pole swing. That pole right there, you are going to jump to from the warp wall, swing around, and make your way back to the warp wall without touching the ground. It's important that you do not hit or scrape this black pad, as shown here, throughout any of the traverse, no matter which side you go from, or you will be disqualified. Again, you cannot touch the ground either. Hands and feet can be used on that black bar. Now, from the pole swing, we move on to obstacle 12. How's your climb up? You're going to traverse across any of these structures you would like, moving underneath the wall to the gray wall to climb up and over. You have completed the obstacle when both feet touch the top. Remember the warp wall? We're going back and back to the wall on obstacle 13. You're going to go from the wall you just climbed up, using any of the peg holes or sides of the wall as you would like. You may use that silver bar that you see Trina using to make your way onto the face of the warp wall. You've completed this obstacle when both feet reach the face of that obstacle. Again, you may not touch the yellow on top. Now we come to obstacle 14, no yellow. You'll be jumping from the warp wall, making your way across the 2 grippers. You may use these 2 horizontal black bars if you want. This obstacle ends when you touch this black bar here. This obstacle is called no yellow for a reason. There's yellow tape on the grippers. Do not use the bolt. You may not use the center. Same thing with the nunchuck. Make sure you've got space between your hand and that yellow tape. Obstacle 15, the bowling peg descent. This one's coming back from one of our first NNLs. You are going to traverse from the black bar, making your way across the bowling ball pegs using only your hands on the pegs. You may not use any part of your body on the bowling ball itself. You have completed this obstacle when you touch that purple slanted platform down at the end, and any part of your body goes onto the black mat from there. Once you have made contact with that black mat, you've completed the entire course and have become grand champion as long as you did it within the time limit. Now, incidental contact with these black bars is okay, but you may not push off of them in any way. Now, very important on the bowling peg descent. As we get lower and lower, make sure your body stays above the ground. Remember, incidental contact will be a disqualification, so be aware of where your legs are so you do not scrape. Time limit, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Chalk? You want chalk? Sure, you can have chalk.